I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I am broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Give me just a second. I'm kind of in a rush. Oh, I had everything planned out today, then had a very gross baby emergency 10 minutes before the stream started. But we're good now. We're good. I had to give a small 1-year-old a bath, and it was not a great experience for anyone. But we have a Sovereign Citizen video today, folks. And then I have a Sovereign Citizen video coming out today at like 6. So do with that information what you will. Beard's a little bit out of whack. Hair's a little bit out of whack. I'll put a hat on here shortly. Gonna let people kind of file in here. This is going to be a video labeled full video of the unlawful stop, interrogation, and kidnap of, wait for it, a loyal American. Oh, today is football day, isn't it? If the Lions aren't in the playoffs, football's over for me. Same thing with the what's it called? Same thing with college football. If Michigan wasn't playing, the season's over. Plus, I had some time. I thought I had some time. Let me bring this video up real quick. We'll get everything sorted. And then we'll hit play. And it'll be a good time. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? This is how we're going to have this video today. Because we can. Because I have all this unused space by this dipshit. Wait for it. 32%. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, interrogation and kidnapping. He's serious. All right, here we go. I'm going to be cutting in a lot. It's only 15 minutes, but I'll be cutting in a lot.
Another illegal stop. This one here appears to be a sheriff from some county. How are you?
Good. I'm Corporal Gagnon, Missoula County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, is that the corporation you work for? Is the which county?
I work for Missoula County, and I work for an elected official.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. You don't need to understand. First of all, can you identify your badge number?
454.
454. Okay. Why did you stop this personal conveyance?
I'm sorry?
What crime are you investigating?
I'm stopping you because you don't have valid license plates on your vehicle.
Right, because you don't understand what license plates are. I'm not one of your people. I'm an Indian. I'm not under your jurisdiction. I'm a disabled veteran under Executive Order 13484. I can't even be arrested by you. That's a crime.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Identification on you, sir? Okay,
so now you're demanding identification even though we've clearly established you have no jurisdiction, right?
That's what you're claiming.
Okay, are you...
This is it. The officer played this deputy. I'll put some respect on his name. Played it 100% correctly. Yeah, that's what you're stating. Because it's not based in any law or actual reality. We saw this with, I'm drawing a blank on what county. I want to say it started with an M. We all covered it a million times. The drunk boat captain. The drunk boat captain guy who claimed to be Native American. And the DNR officer was like, bro, I saw you drinking on your boat. You got off your boat, stumbled down the dock, and then I want to say like assaulted an officer. Guess what? He got charged and convicted. It took a hot second, and I believe he got a warrant at one point, but it took a second, but he got convicted. Because what this guy's saying is bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit.
Familiar with the Little Rico statutes in Montana?
I am familiar with the law.
Okay, good.
You're
So,
operating a motor vehicle upon ways of the state open to the public without valid registration.
can I ask you a
I am
question?
now asking you for your identification. 'Cause you're
I will
required
give
to
you an
have a driver's
identification
license.
under threat of duress. I said I will give you an identification because you're threatening me with the gun at this point.
I'm not threatening you with a gun.
No, you are. We've already established you have no jurisdiction. So,
He established that they don't have jurisdiction, and a sovereign citizen's word means almost nothing. Also, as a man very familiar with weapons, he's not threatening anyone with a gun. The gun is still in its holster. Yeah, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream. I was ready to go, had everything scheduled, had my orange juice, have some pretzels to eat if I want a snack during the stream. And then Gilly decided he was going to do a typical baby move and poop himself, and I had to give him a bath right before the stream. So that was 10 minutes before the stream. Ah, yes, Chief Firewater or something. I'll have to go and watch Law Talk with Mike, but that's, yeah. See, now I gotta put a hat on. There we go. Do I look less disheveled? Hopefully. But yeah, that guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. He claimed the whole Native American thing. I think even at one point he brought in a Native American law scholar or some sort of Native American professor to try to be like, yeah, what he's saying is the truth. And the judge is like, unless you're a lawyer, you're not saying shit on his behalf.
is your chief here or your actual sheriff?
No, my actual sheriff is not working.
Okay, can you do me a favor? For the record, I'm placing you under arrest for working outside of your jurisdiction.
Okay.
You're under no danger from me.
Okay.
I'm not giving that to you.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have any insurance or registration for your vehicle?
That's not a requirement for a private conveyance. This is not a motor vehicle.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no.
No, I do actually have insurance because I'm a responsible man, but I don't have to show it to you.
Can I see?
You do have to show it to him. And this whole, it's not a motor vehicle. Well, then how is it powered, sir? Is it powered through hopes and dreams? Otherwise, it's a motor vehicle.
A copy of your insurance card just to verify that you have insurance.
I don't have to have a copy of the insurance card on me, officer. I'm not engaged in commerce. Do you understand the difference?
Okay.
You have jurisdiction over. No, I'm not.
State open to the public.
I'm
I'm
not.
asking you to exhibit your insurance card. Are you willing to do that?
I'm willing to accept any citation you want to give me. How's that?
Okay.
Please write one.
That's fair.
We're done here. Let your sheriff know, like I said, I placed you under arrest.
Okay. How do you say your first name, sir?
Chief.
Chief? How do you say your last name?
The last name on that assumed business name is Mato.
Okay. Is 3118 Judson Street general delivery? Is that still the best address for you?
Yep, it's the address to the post office. I don't actually have a residence. I'm permanently domiciled in the territory of Idaho. You live in the state.
Okay. Do you have a good phone number I can get for the citation, sir?
208 351.
Muted. I'm muted. I know. So, we're going to look at the back seat. It's got a nice sleeping bag. I'm assuming him saying he is permanently domiciled in, what did he say, the territory of Idaho? Yeah, I know, Tomatoes. I caught myself the moment I looked up. Yeah, he's saying he's permanently domiciled in the territory of Idaho. Sir, you live in the state of Idaho. And from what it looks like, you live in the back of your car. Just say that. Just say that. I'm currently homeless and I live in my car. I don't have a real address. yada yada. There's no problem in saying that. But I was wrong, he's chief, my toe was up my ass. Yeah, we now know why he became a sovereign citizen. Because he's homeless. He's homeless, he's not having the greatest life. So he has to use some delusions of grandeur to come up with a story of why he isn't a complete loser. How does he get away with having a post office address on his ID, though? Who knows at this point? With that said, who knows if it's even an actual ID? Who knows if it's not one of those weird ones that you can buy online? Because we've seen that before as well. Crocodile Dundee has drunk the Sov-Sick Kool-Aid. Yeah, 1000%. It just kills me that instead of living in the real world, asking for help, they turn to being a sovereign citizen and using made-up terms. I'm not in commerce. Doesn't matter, sir. You're driving. Your sovereign citizen guru lied to you.
So again, people, we have to understand these officers are purposely mistrained to violate rights. Again, he doesn't even know he works for a corporation based out of Washington,
'Cause he doesn't!
DC. He doesn't understand the difference between a U.S. citizen and an Indian. By that I mean Government Accountability Office Styles Manual, Section 5.24 defines Indians as Montanans, Idahoans, Alaskans, Alabamians, etc., etc. So, these guys don't really understand what they're doing. Our job is to properly educate them, and should the time come, maybe we veterans are going to have to take care of this ourselves. Because clearly, these average 80 IQ, well-intending, okay?
This guy looks like he's got a Somali level IQ. Had to get that out. Us veterans aren't going to rise up and fight the police because a sovereign citizen told us to. I'm not. I don't think any of my friends are. More than likely, we would rise up to take this guy out back and... Yeah. Like... This is the part that kills me. You have certain veterans who ruin the veteran name for other veterans. Like BSBT. How many veterans do we know of in the frauditing community? And they all seem to have a certain thing where they got kicked out of the military, but they still claim to be a veteran. And it's like, you're not one of us. My DD-214 says that I was free and clear, good to go, honorably discharged. If yours doesn't say the same, stop pretending like you're one of the normal veterans, because you're not. Like this guy, he's permanently disabled or whatever. It seems like he's got a mental disability, if anything. Timu Ted Nugent. Hey, I don't take shots at Ted Nugent because I'm afraid Ted Nugent will get me whacked.
Well-intending law enforcement officers or policy enforcement officers, they mean well, but unfortunately, they just don't know the law. And as a result of that, what do we get? We get these illegal, unlawful stops. Why? Because he doesn't recognize a private conveyance. He thinks everything out here on the highway is a motor vehicle. He has no clue that everything that he's been taught is a lie.
All right, guys, let me look something up real quick. Motor vehicle. Oh, dear Lord. Let's go with... No, I'm not trying to buy a car. Sorry, Internet. The Internet's like, these are all the places to buy a car. Motor vehicle. Means a vehicle that is self-propelled or a vehicle that is propelled by an electric motor. So, sir, what you're driving is a motor vehicle. Like I said, it's either it's a motor vehicle or it runs on hopes and dreams. Which is it? I'm pretty sure if I pop the hood of this beat-up SUV, there's going to be a motor in it. And this guy, they just don't know the law. But apparently he does. Even though so far we're 6 minutes into the video and he knows nothing. He knows nothing, Jon Snow.
It's been taught to him by Satanists, and their entire design is to try to take us down, take all of our property. That's why these bar maggots, These are the ones who actually have stolen everybody's stuff. Over in Washington State, they were actually killing people down in Lewis County because these guys wouldn't comply. They wanted to take their land, so that's what they did. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. So we'll see if they end up trying to hook me up or if they're going to let me go. So we got another one here wasting everybody's tax dollars and time.
I was going to make this point, but then I wanted to Google what he was talking about in Lewis County. Couldn't find shit. Apparently there's a disproportionately high amount of logging deaths this year. That's all I found in Lewis County. He brought in Satanists and bar maggots. So if you know more about the law than a sovereign citizen, you are a Satanist or a bar maggot. Just like let that sink in for a second. I just, maybe it's just me. Are we ready yet for the kidnapping portion? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Where do these people get off that like any of the shit that they're talking about actually makes sense? Do they get together in their little echo chamber and hype each other up and then go out and try to talk this nonsense on the roadway? Because it's not actually accurate. It's not legally accurate anyway. It might be Sovset accurate, but that's it. And then he wants to bring in, we're wasting more tax dollars. Personally, I have a question for the chat. Because I think this is a good time. Would you rather your law enforcement officers sit there and do nothing or come as backup to a sovereign citizen traffic stop? Because personally, I would like my tax dollars being used for officers going to be backup on sovereign citizen traffic stops. Logging deaths. It's funny that you said that, Ed, because I was talking to Granite Beast about this 2 years ago, because he's like, so many people, so many lumberjacks die, and I'm like, who's killing them? Is it the spiteful trees, Granite Beast? And it pissed him off, and then he left for 6 months. It was a good time.
Apparently we need 2 officers to talk to a peaceful, law-abiding American veteran.
And just because you say you're a peaceful, law-abiding veteran does not make it true if you're using the sovereign citizen.
Now we got 3 of them.
Because you're getting arrested.
That's exactly what needs to happen. We have to have 3 officers here just to try to talk to 1 veteran. You're starting to see how tyranny operates, friends. You're starting to see what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. Especially when they come up here trying to harass you because you don't want to be part of their system. And that's what they don't understand. We don't have to be part of their system. So when we actually do this stuff, you have to understand it's because we love these people. We're trying to educate them.
I'm going to look at this real quick, okay?
What?
I'm going to look up here real quick.
For what?
I just need to get the VIN. I just want to let you know we're just good.
Yourself, please.
Howdy.
Who are you?
Officer Bloomdahl, Missoula PD.
What's your badge number?
101.
So you work for the corporation Missoula?
I work for the Missoula Police Department.
Right, and it has a P.O. box in Constitution Avenue in D.C. You're foreign. You're a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, yeah? I'm an American Indian. Why?
I'm familiar with what you're trying to do.
What I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Is what? Travel freely?
No.
Jesus, how many of you guys we got here now? We having a slumber party? Can you identify yourself?
And you notice they now have sheriff deputies and the Missoula Police Department, which I believe has its own address. Just saying.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, are you a public servant?
Yes, sir.
You're holding a gun. Identify yourself.
Technically,
All right,
he's
you're
carrying a
provisionally
gun.
under arrest as well. You guys don't actually know the difference between a private conveyance and a motor vehicle, do you? No, they don't. You know why? It's because you guys are hired specifically because you have an average 80 IQ, which means you'll follow instructions without asking questions. I happen to be a U.S. military veteran. I took an oath to the Republic. And until you guys are properly trained, very soon, we the people will be giving you notice that we no longer consent to you being here. You don't have a right to stop anybody because you don't recognize the plate.
Who's gonna help when the bad guys take off and start doing bad
Do you
things?
think you're the good guys?
I'm asking you, what happens if somebody's beating their wife? Are you gonna go help her?
Yeah, in a heartbeat. You know why? Because I've always protected children and women.
So you're gonna get the call, somebody's gonna call you? Who are they gonna call? There's no other system that we can have besides cops, right?
No, we function just fine before your corporations
Maybe
arrived.
you do, but what about the people who need us?
That's why we have our fellow veterans.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the veterans don't work like that. Like, sure, if something happens in front of us, we might do something, but I am not the end-all be-all of unpaid protection for my neighborhood. That's not how that works. Rodney, funny story that you say that. I actually brought up what the oath that we all took was, and I don't see the word republic on that whole goddamn thing. I see Constitution, President of the United States, officers appointed over me, Uniform Code of Military Justice. Nothing about a republic. Nothing. But for some reason, this guy took a different oath than me. Yeah, just so you guys know, if you're having real-life issues with domestic abuse at your home, call the police. Do not call your local sovereign citizen. Because more than likely, they will help beat you, because that's kind of their thing. And yeah, Rebel Studio 2 wants to run for governor of Texas. I don't think that's going to work either.
No, we're loyal to the Republic, okay?
I'm a veteran too.
Which branch?
I was in the Navy.
Navy? What was your billet?
What branch were you in?
I was 11 bang bang. Do you know why? Because cops and firefighters need heroes too. Okay?
Hey, I respect it, man.
No, I respect your service as well, but what I am telling you is that until you guys are properly trained, you're a danger to the community. You guys kill 1,200 people a year with this kind of bullshit. You have no goddamn right to stop me. I didn't do anything.
You gotta understand, man. When people...
Okay, I don't want to take shots here. If 11 Bravo is like an infantryman. Like a regular old infantryman. So like, are you really trying to like, I'm just confused. I've seen like 2 people brag about being an infantryman, and that's it. Normally they're like, yeah, I was just this. But this guy thinks he's hot shit.
People like you want to confront us, right? Half the time they're pulling guns on us. So if you're going to be just holding the phone...
I was very clear with him when he pulled up. He's under no danger.
I'm just letting you know that we have to respond because people put us in danger. Half the time, right? When people are, I'm a free citizen, you can't stop me, I'm traveling, not driving, all that stuff.
Have you heard the term sovereign citizen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, do you know who uses that term? Retards and traitors to the Republic. You can either be sovereign or you can be a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen.
Okay, so what he just said was that sovereign citizens are retards. Because sovereign citizens came up with the name sovereign citizens. Make it make sense. You came up with the name sovereign citizens, and now you're mad that people call you sovereign citizens. We've even seen in my videos where sovereign citizens will refer to themselves as sovereign citizens. So which is it?
If you're a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, you work for the government, or you haul people or products. That's when you have to have a driver's license.
Well, I mean, I think there's lots of lawyers that would disagree with you because it's been tried and tried and tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't really know who I am. If you look up your record, you'll find that...
Maybe you're the smartest lawyer in the world, but what I'm saying is, like...
I'm a tribal lawyer.
System that we have, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, how are you going to change it unless you go through the law and, right, and like, people have tried to do that, and it hasn't worked.
Right, so you remember our oath, right?
Absolutely.
Was it to the Republic or a corporation based out of DC calling itself the USA?
I don't know. Yeah, the corporation.
I literally have it right here. Support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulation of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Again, I'm not seeing anywhere that it says Republic. So I don't really know where he's drawing this from.
Thing, it's to the people and the government of the United States.
Let me make it real simple. Whether it's the state of Montana, whether it's Missoula County, they all have a P.O. box at Constitution Avenue in D.C. You're foreign to the territory of Montana. I know you don't get that.
Well, do you understand that there's a thing called the Supremacy Clause in the U.S. Constitution?
Yeah, Marbury v. Madison.
Well, it's not. It's actual constitutional clause, right, that says that the states are entitled to make powers, right, or to make laws that the federal government can't, right? So this isn't a federal government versus state thing. It's we work together. That's
Okay.
I'm a sheriff's deputy, right? So
Have you ever read the Organic Act of 1871? That created the corporation called the State of Montana, the State of Idaho, State of Washington.
then why isn't it the way that you say it is? Why isn't it the land of people just doing what they want, no driver's license required, no registration? Why isn't that the case if that's a legal document?
Because it used to be.
But it's not anymore.
No, it is. If you look on Senate.gov, it says the Constitution ordained in 1789 is still the oldest living Constitution. You live by the one created in 1871. Statutes aren't law. What else we doing, man? I'm trying to go see my buddy at the hospital who was in a wreck.
Okay, just because I'm feeling this way right now. Feeling this way in this live stream. Statutes aren't laws. There we go. The definition of a statute. Well, wouldn't you know it? A law enacted by the legislative branch of government. Who would have thought a sovereign citizen's wrong? Wrong again.
Okay, so at this point, I need you to go ahead and shut the car off and step out for me.
All right, remember, I'm not going to grab anything. Sorry, just a second.
All right, we'll sort that out in a sec. Go ahead and step out.
Hey, please get that up.
All right, go ahead and place your stuff up here in the car. Your phone too. Put your hands behind your back, palms together, interlace your fingers. Palms together, interlace your fingers.
I have a bad shoulder.
Okay, I'll be real easy with you, I promise. Okay, I'll even use 2 separate cups just so they're not too tight, okay?
I demand to be taken to a judge immediately.
Well, it's Sunday, so that's not going to happen.
Okay, that's also illegal.
Okay.
This is kidnapping.
Okay.
You guys are going to find that out the hard way.
Okay. Is that a threat?
Nope, it's a promise. My duties to the Republic. We have to give proper notice. That's being sent out. Until you guys are properly trained, we don't consent to you being here anymore. And that's our right. We're the ones that ordained the Constitution, that created Congress, that created all you 14th Amendment U.S. citizens. It's not my fault you don't know the difference. It is so.
All right, we're going to step to the front of my car.
You got bags in your passenger side?
Yeah,
Yep.
front door. So do you have a preference for the tow company on this vehicle?
Whichever one is closest to the jail.
I honestly don't know which one that would be.
If you'd like, I can call my friend and he can come and pick it up.
Well, the problem is it doesn't have registration or insurance, so it's not driving away.
Yeah, well, again, I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I'm either going to stop this and so it stops recording, put it in the bag, or it's going to record until it's dead.
You can go ahead and stop it and then put it in the bag. Please shut off the flashlight too.
muted again. I keep muting myself to cough. So, Juan Galt, I don't know if you are familiar with Eric Martin's case out of, I want to say, the 36th district. I want to say it was Judge Washington. But he submitted as evidence, you know, the typical sovereign citizen, here's my list of Supreme Court cases that agree with me. He submitted that as evidence for why his case should be dismissed. They, you know, ended that hearing. Started I want to say a few weeks later, the prosecutor came back with some interesting tips for Eric Martin. She basically said, your evidence that you submitted as Supreme Court documents or Supreme Court decisions, not only do none of them have to do with driving on the roadway, some of them don't actually exist at all. And he didn't know what to do with that information. He's like, but. I think he actually possibly has a warrant out for that one. I don't think that case ever concluded. I know his one in Taylor did, but I don't think the one there ever did. I want to say it was Judge Washington. Ryan, Eric Martin is a sovereign citizen that used to be in my local area that I kept tabs on and still do to this day because he's just a riot. He is a professional magician that happens to work as like a stalker at a dollar store right now. His father died, his mother died. He lived in his father's house with his older brother and I want to say younger sister just from how they look. They decided they didn't want to pay property taxes for a while, and the house just got sold from underneath him a few months ago. And somebody let him know the name of the person that bought it, and he's like, I'm going to sue them. And I giggled at that. He also tried to file a protection order against the Wayne County treasurer because they kept trying to make him pay property tax. Needless to say, that didn't go anywhere. And then he went to the local FBI office to try to complain. And they're like, yeah, we'll talk to you outside. And then we're just like, yeah, you need to leave. So yeah, Eric Martin is a fun case to cover because he's just a special one. He claims that because he did an extensive amount of time in prison, that he's now a jailhouse lawyer and knows more than every lawyer. It's like, Eric, that's not how that works. Yeah, it was Judge Washington. Knew it. Yeah, I don't think that case ever concluded, but this stream has concluded because that was it. That's all I got. It's just one of those short, quick live streams. I just wanted to cover this because I didn't want to make a video on it. I'm getting so tired of making videos on stupid people. It's crazy. But if you guys do look up at the top, the pinned comment is for my third channel. Just put out a great video there yesterday. On this channel, I have a video coming out at 6. And I am about to start. I'm embarking on a very ambitious video. Wait for it. I don't know if it'll be out tomorrow. I can't guarantee that. But I will be working on a video about how the Treaty of Peace and Friendship with Morocco directly led to the creation of the United States Navy. I feel like that's a great cross between sovereign citizens and all that jazz and the Navy. And I think it's relevant. It's going to be a fun video for me. But yeah, that's that. Everybody go subscribe to those channels. Rabbit, what's up, bud? Yeah, everybody go subscribe to my third channel. Go watch that video. Yeah, I have to trim my beard. It's looking crazy, Ed, especially in this new lighting. I like the new lighting, but you can see everything that's wrong. But yeah. All right. Everybody have a good rest of your day. That is all. I don't think anybody else is streaming right now where I would send you there. Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.